Morning, sir.
Certain wild circumstances. Is there a reason you're videoing or?
Oh, just a matter of public interest.
Okay.
And
What kind of
I'm
public
doing
interest?
a story.
Okay. What's the story on?
Stories on, well, it's something I'd like to remain private because it's investigatory.
Okay.
But I'm just gathering content to make that story.
Okay.
And,
So are you gonna videotape anything else besides the gate, or what?
yes, I'm going to go down to Boeing and videotape their buildings. And besides Boeing, Spirit Aero Systems as well.
Okay.
And so,
You mind if I see your ID?
why have I committed a crime?
No, you haven't. I'm just asking.
Well, if I haven't committed a crime, I'm in public.
Okay, I'm just asking. I'm not saying you have to give me your ID. I'm just asking.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll be courteous
I'm an
and give you.
investigator. He's an investigator, so
And that's what I'm doing.
we're pretty curious as to when somebody's standing outside of our base taking video. You know?
Well, it's not illegal, you know, and I understand your curiosity, but I have no ill will towards anybody or anything, or no intentions on using any of this story to harm anybody.
Okay.
So, I mean, you know, I will give you my first name,
Okay.
you know, just to be courteous, just to know who you're talking to.
Okay. Well, my name's Wade.
Wade, my name is Jeff.
I'm Cody.
Cody, you guys, how do you do? I understand your curiosity.
You know,
You're gonna
you're
get people
standing
who are
out in front of a
gonna say.
military base taking video. You know how many cars come by and already said how suspicious,
I've had people waving at me, and
suspicious you look.
you
We
know,
got like 6 different
and it's funny.
descriptions of you so far. So
Well, it's funny because nobody expressed any suspicion except you guys, unless
Well,
waving is.
somebody called us.
Oh,
to
they
tell
did.
us, you know.
Oh, this is the reason for your contact. Then.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's. I mean, you're out here.
Well,
all 3 of us are out here because somebody called and said there's this guy in jeans and a shirt. He's out in front of the gate taking video. So obviously that
That's
piques
suspicious.
our interest.
But it's not suspicious. I mean, it's not.
you know,
I mean, a video camera
an
has not
extent,
ever killed
It's
anybody
not, it's
in
not
the world.
suspicious until I come out here and talk to you.
Well,
You know,
you're just
if you
interested.
were out at the other
You're not
gate-
suspicious. You're just interested.
if you were out at the other gate taking pictures of the planes or something,
Mhm.
the static displays, makes sense. We get that all the time. Not a lot of people.
I'm going to go there too.
Not a lot of people venture over there. So
I'm going to be one.
over here anyway. So
Well, that's what's going on today, fellas. A lot of people are doing this. They're within their rights to do it. We do not want terrorism to scare us and stop us from our everyday things.
well, neither do
And, well, I mean, but you'll come out here
we. Well,
under the suspicion that, look, you know, since we're in a world today that requires us to be this way,
It's
we're
not
only
just-
this way
it's not
because.
just going to be us either. Wichita PD is going to probably pay you a visit today too. Probably Sedgwick County Sheriff.
Well,
If
you know
Go
what?
down south to Spirit.
So
the sheriff's
far-
office will probably come see you.
So far, my dealings with the Wichita Police Department have been very, very positive.
That's good.
They've allowed me to conduct my business without molestation. They haven't even ID'd me yet. And I thought for sure that their encounters would require me to ID myself. But obviously they know their First Amendment rights.
Have you broken any laws? No, not that
No,
I see.
see, that's the main thing in doing something like this. You've got to be within the law. You've got to know your law. That way, you cannot be forced into something you know that you're not wrong in.
You're not even standing, you know, on military property.
No,
at
I'm in
this
public
very
property,
point.
and
There's a line.
I cannot go past that gate.
It's not.
If I go past that gate right there, I am subject to your laws and to your subjugations.
Okay,
Therefore,
when you go to the other side of the base, on the ground there's a blue line painted.
I can't go past
That's
that.
That's outside the gate. That is my jurisdiction. It's painted. Some of it's faded, but there's a blue line painted on the ground.
Is it painted on the
It's painted
asphalt?
on the pavement as you. It's kind of right along where the street light is on the other side. There's a blue line painted on the ground. It kind of curves around the sidewalk. Once you pass that line, then I can legally ID you. You see what I'm saying?
Understand. And
but where you're
now that I
standing
know
at
that,
right now,
well,
I'm not gonna. I'm just, you know, we're out here.
I
being
appreciate
friendly,
that, guys, because I've had instances where I've done research on this, and I have seen video where jurisdiction likes to leak over into places where it's not. And it's understandable because we are in a day and age where we should be cautious. However, we are in a day and age where we need to know the rights of not only the citizens, but the officials as well. And when somebody goes and tries to do this on purpose and are not prepared, then they're subject to, you know, getting in trouble when they realize they're not really getting in trouble at all. So you've really got to be mentally prepared for this. You got to know your limits and your bounds. You've also got to do this with courtesy and respect. You know, because I've seen some people do this and they're just rude, they're mean, they provoke altercations, and that's not the way that I wanted to do it. I want to do this in a manner for which everybody has respect. Okay. And it, you know, if it came down to it and you guys started ordering me all kinds of ways, I would have no course but to comply, because that's the main problem with today's society is non-compliance. For example, these officers who are getting hurt, they have to react according to behavior, okay? And that behavior is dictated by what the officers do. And I guarantee all these officers who are being hurt are doing so because they're behaving in a way that calls for their actions to be as such. So what you're hearing today about these law enforcement officers is what the Democratic left likes you to believe in that. So, but that's what I'm out here doing. I'm out here gathering content for a story, and you know, staying within my limits and bounds, and I have no ill will towards anybody in that. But I'm going to be leaving here momentarily. I'm going to be going down Oliver and going to go video some of Spirit and Boeing, and then I might go to the front gate, and I will respect your blue line. I sure will. It's great to be informed, and that's why I'm doing this in the way that I'm doing it, because I am informed, and had I not known that, I bet I would have crossed that line. But I would have had to do nothing but comply.
Okay.
In that.
So, you won't tell me what the story's on, though?
Yeah, I will. What I'm doing is I'm auditing. I'm auditing for constitutional rights and seeing how these audits go. I suspect that because of the lack of knowledge to our constitutional laws and our Bill of Rights is why we have a problem with society today, because not only people don't know their rights and how to go about their American lives using them, but the people who enforce our laws don't know the rights, and if they do, well, some of them are trampling on them. And we're just making sure that with accountability and transparency, we're going to put an end to civil rights violations by public officials.
Okay.
And that's what it's on. And you guys?
You got any questions?
Can I ask you why you're making McConnell part of it, though?
It's just not McConnell, it's any public official, public installation, any government installation.
Because you said you're going to Spirit and Boeing, too.
They're government contracted.
Fair enough.
And then I'm going to go to the police substation, the Wichita Police Substation, start videotaping their building, and see if you know, their audits go well. Mostly it's First Amendment audits. Photography is not a crime. I'm able to take pictures, video, and audio in a public place as long as I'm in that public place, and I can videotape anything from a public place that my eyes can see. Even private property, government property. I can't take pictures of inside of buildings, and that's about it. When I'm in public, everything and everybody's fair game, because when you're in public, you cannot assume privacy. So I don't even have to mess with any kind of privacy laws. So, but I'm out here doing it correctly. I'm nonviolent, and I'm respectful for everybody's wishes and rights. And I'm also compliant. You know, when it comes down to it, I can be a pretty good guy that you know, if it comes down to
You haven't
not
been rude and
escalating a
disrespectful to us,
situation,
so.
you know, I will depart the scene if it don't escalate no situation. Even though I might be in the right, you know, and I've got a little bit of activist in me, I'll comply. But yeah, I've broken no laws. You guys were great. In fact, you guys passed.
That's good. Appreciate it.
You sure do. You pass, and part of what I do is I publish this, and I publish the good and the bad, but I emphasize more of the good than I do the bad. Some people only publish their bad encounters, not me, because I haven't had a bad encounter yet.
Okay.
So, you guys
You know
passed.
why we're out here, and we know why you're out here, so.
Now,
I'm
can I ask a
satisfied.
question?
Sure.
Any call from this point on, and you know it's me, how will you respond to that?
We all three of us are going to be working until a certain period of time today, so we all now know who you are and what you look like. So
And what I'm doing.
We'll probably roll by,
Say hi.
and wave at you and press on our day.
Because I really wish that people.
You know, and the reason why I'm out here is not 2 weeks. Was it 2 weeks ago? Somebody jumped my fence over here and was out on my flight line, and they shouldn't have been. So we hooked them up for trespassing. You know what I mean? They jumped 2 fences and they were in a restricted area. So we hooked them up for trespassing. You know. So when I see somebody's outside the fence doing something, it piques my interest.
Sure, that's understandable, and I would expect it too.
You gotta understand, we're just trying to protect our people.
Yep.
They drive by here every day, so they just see some random person.
Out here, all these people, they're not my problem. All these people inside, they're my problem. So.
Well, guys, don't explain yourselves like I'm having some kind of problem with you being here.
Yeah.
You guys did great, okay, and you don't even have to.
Are varying descriptions of what you're doing. You're pointing a camera, you're pointing a missile, you're pointing something at our base. All the descriptions are different. Everybody tells us something different. So that's why we're out here, and that's why we're talking to you. So I'm satisfied. I think he's satisfied. We're gonna press on with our day. So.
Okay, well I appreciate it. You guys did a real good job.
Any more questions for us?
Thank you. None whatsoever. Okay. If I do though, I feel hesitant to go any further than the gate.
The gate over here is the line where you cross it. Now I can legally ID you.
Once I cross that?
Once you cross that line,
I'm subject to your rules.
If you're not authorized, then you'd be trespassing on government property if you don't have a reason to be here. Now on the other side, there's a blue line painted. Same thing. That's where my jurisdiction ends and begins. Once you cross that, then I can ask you for your ID legally,
sure.
and you're required to provide
it. Yes. Picture ID, right?
Yes. Government issued ID.
Okay. VA card would do with the picture on it?
VA?
Yeah.
I don't know what all it has on it, but I need name, date of birth, something that I can run you through the computer with to show that you don't have any warrants.
Right. That's another thing out here doing this.
I can get, if I have a picture ID, I can get you, I can get your information verbally, and we can still run you the same way. So.
Okay. All right.
Some way of verifying that you're you and you don't have any wants or warrants.
Okay. I certainly wouldn't do that, not knowing that I wouldn't be subject to your rules and regulations.
So. I think we're good.
All right, good deal.
All right,
I'm going to only be here briefly. I'll be departing the area here in about 15 minutes. I'm going to scan a couple of more. That's it, and then I'm going to depart down the road.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys might hear me being out there and they making a call or something. I don't know, because I will be going to the front gate over there on Rock Road.
Okay.
And that way, if you could pass word that somebody might be doing that,
we'll still get 50 calls, and we'll still
come out and make contact.
And make sure it's still you and not somebody else, because I've had 5 people this week out taking pictures.
Okay.
So,
well, as long as nobody's rights are violated, we're going to be okay.
And like I said, most of them are taking pictures of the static display planes.
Okay.
No harm, no foul.
All right. God dang, what an encounter. Way to go, guys. You did good. Appreciate it. All right. McConnell Air Force Base. 3 vehicles responded. They were polite, cordial, and they allowed me my First Amendment right to photograph. and video. Way to go, guys.